Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Lala and you're watching Lala Level Up. So I know y'all already seen the title about the time I got into a fight with my coworker. I fought my coworker. This is a crazy ass story and we definitely gonna get into it. But before I give you all the details, all the juiciness, all the spice and the zest and the juice and the tea, I'm gonna need you to click the like button. Like, I'm gonna need you to hit that thumbs up right now. I'll give you a minute. Okay. I know you already liked it, so we can continue. All right, y'all. So let's get into this crazy ass story time. This takes place a minute ago. I started a new job and everything was really good at first. Like, I was happy there. I was doing something that I enjoyed, working in a field I enjoyed. So everything was cool at first. And at this job, you'd work with different people, you know, every day. It wouldn't always be the same exact staff every day. It very much changes and alternates. In the department I was working in, we didn't really have a permanent staff. So it would be a lot of people coming from different departments to come help us in my department, right? And there was this girl who, we're gonna name her Dora. Like Dora the Explorer. Yeah, we're gonna name her Dora. She's kind of giving Dora. Dora was okay at first. She was okay, but then I noticed that her attitude was very stank, and she was very fickle, you know. And she talked a lot of smack. Like, she would talk a lot of smack about other people. She was very much giving teacher's pet, very kiss ass to the supervisor. Like, she was giving one of those, right? And then I was like, yeah, she's not my type of person. Like, I can't get with her energy type shit. Like, and she's lazy. I don't like people who are lazy, especially at the workplace. Like, if you're lazy and I know you don't do your job, or you do your job subpar just to get by, and then have to make all the other coworkers pick up your slack, I don't like that. I don't respect that. So she was lazy, and I just felt like she wasn't doing enough for our customers and things like that. I felt like she was not the best for the job, at least not in the department I was in. The department I was in was very like high risk. You need to be on point. You need to have compassion for the customers you're dealing with and shit like that. So I just didn't really feel her energy, but I didn't care. I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'm just not really gonna pay the girl no mind like that. So this one day, I was working the overnight shift. I was working with Dora and one other girl. So we have to, when we take our breaks, we have to like alternate. Like, we cannot all go on break at the same time. One person will go, then they come back, then you can go, then you come back, then the last person can go, like that. Our break was only 30 minutes. We had to clock out, then clock back in, and yeah, whatever. So this was how the breaks were supposed to go. And like I said, I was working the overnight shift. So at this time where I was trying to take my break, it was like around 2 that I was gonna go on break, but then someone else had to go because they came in before me. So I'm like, okay, well, they can go first. That's fine. Then Dora went on break next. And I'm like, okay. But when Dora went on break, that girl was gone so long. The girl was gone for like over an hour. And typically, I wouldn't care. But this day, I was working a 16-hour shift. And it was like 4:30 in the morning. And we're supposed to take our breaks before a certain time because like an hour or 2 before your shift ends, there's certain things that you have to do. Like, you have to go down a list and do these things, and they take time. So me trying to take a break at 4:30 was like kind of crazy. Like, what the fuck is that given? So I was starting to get real mad because I'm like, where is this girl? Like, she's so inconsiderate. I hate somebody who's there's not many things I hate, like the word hate. That's a strong word, but I really hate a person who's inconsiderate, because you don't give a damn about anybody but yourself. Like, girl, we are working together, and you know I have not been taking a break, and I've been here all day, and you just want to take an hour and just be chilling and like be lackadaisical. Like, I don't know, I just felt she was being so inconsiderate, and I was pissed. I was pissed off. Lo and behold, Dora ends up walking in, and at this point, it's like 5 a.m. And mind you, we leave work at 7 a.m. So I'm like, there's no way in hell that I just worked 14 hours with no break. And the time I was getting ready to go on break, this girl literally took a whole hour and didn't give a damn. Any other day, I would still have cared, because we're working, like I told you, in a very high-risk department. You cannot just be leaving like that. You cannot just be doing whatever you want, because at any time a crisis can occur and you're not around to help type thing. So really, you need to be quick. That 30 minutes, it sucks, but you need to be quick. Or maybe you could take an extra 10 minutes, but an hour, like, you're tripping. So when Dora walked back into the department, I went up to Dora and I'm like, hey, were you on break this whole time? She's like, oh no, I was just chilling in the break room. I'm like, what? Huh? Excuse me, what? Like, what? So mind you, the break room is right outside of our department. And you know I didn't take a break. You know we have all these customers up in here, probably like 15 people up in here. You know there's only 2 staff on the floor right now because your ass is out there and you don't give a damn. Like, I was pissed. Like, you just in the break room, just chilling, laughing, talking to other people when I still have to go on my break. Are you dumb? And it's 5 in the morning. It's overnight. I'm pissed. Like, can you imagine how you would feel at 5 in the morning? Okay. So when she told me she was in the break room, like, I was like very much dumbfounded. And mind you, when I'm talking to her, I'm speaking very respectful. I'm speaking at a normal tone, like an inside voice. Like, I don't have no attitude. I don't raise my voice. I don't curse. I'm just talking to her normally. Like, hey, were you still on break the whole time? You know? And then she tells me, you know, no. She just was off of the unit. She already was clocked in on the clock, but she didn't care to come back in or at least let me know that she's back and communicate with me so I can take my break. Like, she was inconsiderate. She didn't care. She did not care. And we're working in this high-risk situation, right? So at any time, anyone could get beat up, slapped, punched, killed. So many things, anything can happen at any point in time. And that's what this girl was choosing to do, right? So I said to her, I said, Dora, please don't ever do that again while you're working with me. Like, please do not ever do that again. Take your break for a whole hour when you know I have not been on break. Like, please don't do that again. And then she's like, okay, well, you can go take your break now. Like, you can go now. You can go now. Bitch, who you talking to, bitch? Huh? Oh. I'm like, that's not the point. I know I'm going to take my break now, but what I'm trying to tell you is that was disrespectful, and don't ever do that again when you're working with me. I don't care what you do when I'm not here, but when you see my name on the schedule, don't you dare ever do that again. That's very inconsiderate of you for you to just take a whole hour break when you know there's another staff who has not taken a break and who's been here working a 16-hour shift. So while I'm explaining this to her, again, in a very respectful, professional way, this girl takes a step towards me. I don't know where y'all come from. I don't know y'all background, the background of my viewers, but baby girl, I come from the hood. Like, where I come from, we don't play that. Like, literally, they call my hometown the dirty waters. That's how hood it is and ghetto it is. Bitch, don't play with me. So where I'm from, when you see somebody take a step towards you and you're having a dispute, a disagreement, to me, that's a fighting move. To me, it's like you trying to fight. To me, it's like you trying to get gully, like you trying to really step to me. Literally, you step into me. I said, girl, don't you dare step to me. You know you pregnant. Get it together. Because mind you, this girl looked pregnant. Like, she would wear a jacket every day, like a fleece. And she had this big ass round stomach. Like, I literally was looking at her and I thought she was like 5 months pregnant. Like, no joke, you know? So I said, don't ever step towards me. You know you pregnant. AKA, girl, you don't want to hurt yourself or hurt your baby, so don't play with me. Find something nice and safe to do. Find something safe to do, you know? So once I said it to her, I start walking away. And then she's like, since when was I pregnant? I guess she wasn't pregnant, but the bitch looked big as fuck. So then I said, you look like it. Shit, I couldn't tell. Bitch. And then I just walked off the unit. So we didn't physically get into a fight, but very much was close to. And very much, if I ever seen her on the street, I would have slapped the shit out of her. And then ever since then, me and her had beef. Like, ever since then, me and her had beef. Like, I just didn't like her. I didn't care for her. She didn't like me and care for me. There was another girl at the job who I talked about in a prior video, in the one that said your coworkers are not your friends. I talked about some girl in that video too who was my coworker, and she like hated my guts because I cussed her out and told her about her stinking self. So like, you know, when they say mad hoes link up, so these bitches would just be together talking shit about me, trying to get me fired and all this fuck shit, but it was never given that. So yeah, that was the time where I fought my coworker, or almost fought my coworker. Don't kill me for the little bit of clickbait that I clickbaited y'all. I need you to click on the video. And we did get to a fight. We got into a verbal altercation. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really love y'all, care about y'all. Don't fight with your coworkers. You got to work with them people every damn day. If they bother you or they get on your nerves, just don't pay no mind, or deadass just go to your supervisor. If that's what you got to do, if you just got to go to the next person up, just do that, because this is your job, your livelihood. You don't want to be stressed every day. There's enough stress that people got to deal with on the job as is, so you don't want to be fighting with your coworkers. If anything, you want to be at least cordial with them to make the shift go by better. But like I said, your coworkers are not your friends. And if you have not watched that video, I will link it below in the description box so that you can check it out too, because that's a fact. Like, your coworkers are not your friends, but they shouldn't be your enemy either. And if you guys like the video, please hit the like button. I really, really do appreciate it. And as always, you can be, do, and have whatever you desire. You are limitless. Until next time, Lala, level up.